Hello YouTube. Been working on this almost hopperless and minecartless wheat farm, fully automatic with Minecraft's 1.8.7 villager mechanics. These regular villagers will harvest wheat and potatoes and carrots automatically. You don't really have to do much. Uh, Wondering what all this redstone is. Well, Bukkit has these plugins, clear lag plugins, and it takes your minecarts away. Well, at least the servers I play on, you can put a minecart down here, and then after like 3-4 minutes, the minecart's gone. And it's like, what? Well, designed all this redstone, got really annoyed, did all this work, tons of resources as you could tell, tons of redstone. I mean, imagine all the iron it used for all these rails down here, the gold for the powered rails. And I don't get much wheat from it. Big hassle, really annoying. And just to show you some of the other tests I did, look at this massive farm. The efficiency on this is even less than the efficiency on that little one over there. So the larger you make it, even more work goes into it, more resources, and you get even less food from it. So annoying. Well, after some time, a whole lot of frustration, I figured out I could put hoppers right next to the blocks, and when they harvested it, some of the stuff will go over into the hoppers and get collected. Whatever doesn't, the nice thing about Bukkit is it'll combine items into one entity, and it'll sometimes knock a whole set of entities over into one hopper, and then you collect it all down here. So, did a whole bunch of testing, all these different configurations. Some of them not so good. These two are a total fail. This one worked quite well. That one worked quite well. This one is almost the best one I could find. It's just the best configuration that I could get these hoppers and the wheat to go into to get the most efficiency out of it. Only issue. Look at all the flipping hoppers that you need down there. I mean, I don't need that many. I was just copy and pasting testing, but you'll need a whole row for this one, a whole row for this one, underneath these that you have up here, and then all the way over into this chest. So annoying. So much resources, so much iron. Well, started doing some larger scale tests. After a while, I came up with this thing, trying to get water to push the wheat along down here. Didn't work. Did some other tests. Thought I could just use a whole row of them. Again, tons of resources. This was still the best efficiency. Well, what if instead of having items jumping over and immediately getting sucked up by a hopper, what if I used a post there? It hits the post and then falls through a hole. And then you could have like a waterway down at the bottom where you just have a waterway like this, and you just have hoppers down here and just collect down at the end of it. Well, that gave me an idea. What if I had a waterway like this? Look, that's all the hoppers I need. I don't need any more hoppers. It goes in there. I could even use less hoppers than that if I wanted to. It works great. Look at that. It gets the same efficiency as this one, and I'm only using a few hoppers down here. I mean, look at that. Same efficiency. You only need one of these villagers up here. Bumps the wheat over or any items. It hits there, goes down into there. Goes to the middle or to the side, however you set up the waterway, and gets collected. And it works. Doing some testing. This works too. This is a lot more efficient. I can get about, from this sized field, I can get about 2 stacks of wheat. This one I get about 3.5, so it's much more efficient to do it this way. I tested some other ones, like this diagonal guy. This was like my second and third rated efficiency farm. I need to make some paths so the farmer could get all the way through it. Got a little annoying. Works not as well as that one. Doing some more tests, I actually figured out you don't need a farmer. You could use any of these guys. What are you? He's a Fletcher, and he could farm. Half these guys aren't even farmers. That's a Fletcher. That's a Fletcher. Let's see what this guy is. He's a farmer. He's a Fletcher. Again. There is a shepherd as well, somewhere. Fishermen will also do it. Shepherds, fishermen. Any of them that are just totally brown. Any of the villagers that look like this guy. Any of them that looks like him, they'll farm. Completely fine. These guys won't. The armor smiths, blacksmiths, priests won't. Butchers won't. Don't know how to pronounce this guy, but the villagers in purple won't. Works quite well. Other thing, you don't need a village to do this stuff. Once you get the farmers in there, you could actually remove the village, go place it somewhere else, and it'll work without it. If you do have a village, make sure the center of the village is in the center of the farm. Otherwise, they'll all race over to this side trying to get to the village over there, and they do squat. If you do have a village, you could do a style like this. Will not work with wheat. You have to do this with carrots or potatoes. This villager out here, you would have a village, some doors over here to set up a village. This guy will harvest the carrots and potatoes. Will not work on wheat. You can try it, won't work. Come over here and throw it at this guy to feed him, but instead, we've got hoppers down here. It'll get sucked up by the hoppers. Works quite well. So a few quick tips on how to build them. Let me find one of these. Over here. After building like half of this with these posts down the bottom, I actually found you could have a dirt block there, put your post on top of the dirt blocks, and then go around and dig out the dirt. Well, not that. Dig the dirt blocks out from under them, and it will still work. You don't need to have a post down there as well. So that's how you pretty much build them. Make your waterway down at the bottom. That'll collect it. Hopefully you guys are smart enough to know how to copy this stuff. I don't have to make a full tutorial how to do this. If you guys do want a full tutorial on how to do this stuff, I definitely can. So, very efficient, very little resources, and works great on servers.